Hey man, Hebron Ben Bilal coming back at you with another edition of this Boomer's Logic, man. Just out here, out and about, man, doing my 1-2 thing. I hope I'm talking loud enough because I know the audio has been bad. I had tore down my set, and because my wife was using some of my equipment for a job, I got it back, and I intend on setting it back up in my little office / studio and starting to use better audio. I wanted to talk about the video I sent most of you about the black woman who demanded that, well, called herself demanding that her son's father feed all of her children, even though he only had one child by her. But before I do get into this, if you haven't already, man, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, thumbs up the videos, blah, 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 etc., etc. Go to the channel, Boomer Logic by Hebron Ben Bilal. Because we do this all the time. We rap about stuff like this all the time. Anyway, man, for y'all who haven't seen the video, it's about a young black lady who's telling her son's father that he needs to start to feed all her children, not just stop bringing food for just his kid, but for all her kids, even though he only has one child by the young lady. So it was a lot of things that jumped out at me, but the first three things that really jumped out at me about the video was first that the woman, when she was going to the door, she said that I'm going to expose him. I'm going to expose him. So if you watch the video, or you go back and you watch the video, this is what she was saying. Watch me expose him. Exposing for what was the first thing I was thinking. Exposing for what? For taking care of his child? For him taking care of his kids, you're going to expose him for this. That was the first thing that jumped out to me. Second thing that jumped out to me was I had to ask myself this question. I said, so what she's saying is that, because I was talking to myself, I said, what she's saying is that no matter how many more times she lays down with these Pookies and Ray Rays and keep popping out these kids, no matter how many more children she brings on this planet, if he continues to bring food over and feed his son, he has to feed those kids too. Not just the other three now. Say she has some triplets next year. Now he has to start not only bringing over pizza for the three, according to her, she has to bring formula as well. He has to bring formula as well because the babies are hungry. See, these is his responsibilities. She's making him responsible for the irresponsibility of these other men that she had these kids by. And I just kind of scratched my head and I said, this is basically what she's telling him. No matter how many kids I got in this house, it's your responsibility to feed them as long as you come and feed your kid. So that was the first thing that jumped out to me. I said, well, the second thing. The first thing I'm going to say is, it's not his responsibility. I understand if you're in a relationship with this young lady, yes, now it's your responsibility because you signed up for that. But you're no longer in a relationship with her. How are you responsible for feeding those kids? Now, the third thing that jumped out to me was her tone and what she, what she spoke. See, here's the problem with you black women, because most of y'all are like this. You speak with such assertiveness. You're just haughty and you're spiritual haughty. There's no humility about you. You think you can talk to people any way you want. There was no humility in the way that she went about telling or requesting this. She didn't request it. She just basically demanded that he do this. And you think that this was actually going to happen? You're asking this man to do something for you. But you're so caught up in being this Y'all, listen, I'm telling you, you black women, this is how y'all talk to people. This is how y'all talk to people, especially now, because y'all got all this quote unquote power. You think you can just talk to people and do anything you want to do. See, if she had talked to me that way, I would have made sure, okay, no, you're right. I'm going to make sure that I don't feed your kids. I'm going to come and get my son and take him to McDonald's every day with me. This way I'll spend a little more time with him. Because now see, here's the problem. You black women don't even understand how your behavior, your conduct, your attitudes are a detriment not to yourself most of the time, but your children. Because you could have spoke to this man like you had some sense, and he might have looked and said, okay, you're right. I can swing through and get an $8 Little Caesars pizza for the kids. You know what I'm saying? This he could have probably said, yeah, you're right. A little $8 Little Caesar pizza ain't gonna hurt my pockets. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have done it. But you talk with such, just so nasty a disposition. Now look at her hands in the video. She got nails done. She didn't pan the camera around, probably had her hair done. See, the one thing about you black women, you'll put yourselves first before you put for your kids. The majority of, hold on, excuse me. The majority of you do this. You live like this. And put the burden on somebody else. Just like she's doing. It's not his responsibility to feed those other 3 kids. But since you're laying around with these irresponsible nothing niggas, now you want to make it his responsibility because he's responsible. That had to be the most disgusting video, because I was like, I said to myself, man, first off, how are you asking somebody in that tone to do something for your kids that don't belong to him? That's one. And then the fact that you keep laying down, kicking your little raggedy legs up in the air, letting every Tom, Dick, and irresponsible Harry run up in you, impregnate you, and waltz off, and they're not obligated to do anything for you. But you will take this dude, because he's responsible and cares for his kid, and put somebody else's responsibility at his feet. I've seen the videos. I've seen other videos where black women talk about that don't ask no questions. You take care of my kids, and even if you find out it ain't yours, you need to take care of them and all this and this. Y'all lost, man. I say it all the time. Y'all lost. Y'all have lost your minds, especially that girl right there. She needs to learn how to talk to people first and foremost. That's what y'all need to learn how to do. Learn how to talk to people. You don't even know how to talk to anybody. And you're asking, you're requesting, you're talking about your kids are hungry, but this is how you talk to a person to get your kids fed. That's why he left. And I can imagine you just didn't do this. This is your attitude and your disposition all the time. Not in this case, your attitude is like this constantly. Constantly, your attitude is like, I can guarantee it. About everything, you just got a nasty disposition. And then you think somebody gonna do something to you. Do something for you. Yeah, you lay down, kick those little raggedy little legs up, get pregnant by everybody, and then think somebody else is supposed to take care of it. Yeah, okay, good luck with that. So that's my 2 cents on the video. That's how I see it. That's how I feel about it. So, you know, I'm going to keep shooting y'all the videos, man, and want y'all opinions, and I'll give you my opinion. But that's my 2 cents, man. I'm going to get back to what I was doing, my 1-2 thing, and I'll hit y'all up later. Love y'all. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And until the next one, man, love y'all and have a good one.